Welcome to your weekly astrology update. My name is Jessica. This update is brought to you by Legacy University and the Goddess Collective Network, and also by Arbonne's Green Synergy Elixir, which is available for purchase in the link in my bio. This is your daily dose of greens, veggies, as well as hyaluronic acid for collagen boost and your prebiotic and probiotic enzymes for your digestive and gut health, all in one convenient little pack, which you can purchase now via link in my bio. Not a astrologer. This is just based off of the astrology that I get from astrologyanswers.com, as well as the collective energy that I tap into and give you guys a full breakdown of what to expect for the week. Normally, I also correlate this with the financial astrology as well. So if you are a trader or in the financial space, learn a little bit more about astrology so that you can tap into using it for your analysis and what's happening in the world collectively and in the economic markets as well. So we are starting 2 days into the week. But I'll give you guys an update on the 27th until I believe it's August 3rd, which is Sunday. By 27th, we have the moon in Virgo, sextile Jupiter in Cancer. It says focus on opportunities for new experiences that excite you. This can open up more doors for you to learn and grow. I feel like a lot of us have been tapped into or attracting more and more opportunities, and they're presenting themselves at an abundant rate. Listen to your heart when you're making these decisions. If you guys over the weekend have been presented with opportunity, or as the week goes on, you are presented with opportunity, focus on the ones that make you the most happy and that excite you the most. With Jupiter in Cancer, it's giving the feeling of expansion at home. So hobbies might turn into opportunities. Things that make you feel safe and comforting and comfortable might also turn into opportunities that allow you to make money from the comfort of your home. So also home-based opportunities with Jupiter and Cancer. That's what's been kind of the collective vibe lately. And I feel like as AI progresses as well, it's really important for us to really tap into learning a new skill set, learning how to utilize AI to our advantage, and also for our safety as well. So on the 28th, which was yesterday, Monday, we had the moon in Virgo conjunct Mars in Virgo. It says energy can run high and you can be enthusiastic and easily excited. Use this to your advantage and make progress with a plan, idea, or project quickly. So whatever intuitive insight that you got on the weekend, Monday was a day for you to really put that into fruition for yourself. So it's really interesting because I've been wanting to start a consistent YouTube and a consistent channel. And yesterday, our trading mastermind, we had such an abundance of knowledge that was shared on that call that I didn't get the opportunity to share the astrology, but everything in divine time, it happened so perfectly because it gives me the opportunity today to really tap into starting this channel for you guys and really getting consistent on sharing something that I'm passionate about that brings me close to home as well. Which is, the stars. So if you have been thinking about a project or you've had a plan or an idea, this energy, especially with Virgos, like very logical, um, no BS energy, like with the Mars there too. Ooh, it's giving you a double opportunity to really focus in and ignite something that you're passionate about on the home front. We also have the waxing crescent moon in Virgo and Libra. Did you guys see the moon this weekend? It was absolutely gorgeous. I was able to drive from Washington to here, back to Vancouver with my brother at the sunset, and the moon was just so gorgeous and beautiful. I hope you guys saw it. Okay. So on the 29th, we have, which is today, Moon in Libra trine Pluto in Aquarius. Empower yourself by taking control of a situation or project that has derailed or by embarking on a transformation for the better. This can also be something that you've worked on in the past that is resurfacing that you've been wanting to get more serious about in your life. So today's energy is really allowing you to look at things from a different perspective with Aquarius's energy, but also from a very level-headed space with the moon in Libra. So if you are looking at certain situations or projects that may have been daunting to you in the past or that you've been wanting to complete, this is a good time to pick it up. Now, the moon also enters Libra today. It says, bring better balance into your life by giving some time and attention to what you haven't had time for lately. So, this is all in such correlation, and I did not pre-read this update. So, um, yeah, it makes so much sense because there are things that your inner child is needing for you to express. And again, those things can come into fruition and bring you abundance in this lifetime. When you work and you do something you love, it's not work at all. So, what are the things that you have been wanting to tap back into that may eventually bring you some monetary income, right? Some monetary residuals. Tap into that today. Really journal on that. See what it is that your inner self and your inner heart is looking to express, and express that and see what the universe brings to you. Because with this moon in Libra energy, it's a very um give and take in reciprocity in a very reciprocal way. Okay, so on the 30th, we have Venus entering Cancer. I am so grateful and excited for this placement and this transit to take place because my Venus is in Cancer. So anytime Venus is in Cancer, Venus is the sign, the planet that rules luxury as well as money and beauty. And Cancer rules the home front, nurturing, and that mother-like energy. And so it's the planet of love. Venus enters the sign of emotion, Cancer. And this means emotional connection is more important in relationships over the coming weeks. You can be supportive and understanding and want the same in return. So this is a focus on your relationships. This is also a relationship with self as well to correlate with everything we just talked about. The correlation between your career and your passions. And in order for you to give and be nurturing to the people around you and nurture the relationships around you, you have to be able to pour into yourself first so that you can give from the overflow. We never pour from our cup. We're always giving from overflow. And so with this Venus entering Cancer, it's really being supportive of that energy. I feel like a lot of you guys have been pouring into your own cups. And so now you have an opportunity, especially with the summer and the sun, to really just like embrace that bright, bold Leo energy as well, but in the context of your expression in your relationships, right? So if you've been wanting to tell somebody you love them or, express your gratitude towards them, this is a great time to do it. Just really nurture the relationships in your life and give thanks to all the people who have supported you through your life up to this point. And if you don't have anybody, I'm sending you so much love, but also send that love to yourself because listen, at the end of the day, you're the only one who's going to be with you until the day that you die. So you need to be the kindest to yourself first. So nurture yourself, nurture your heart, and really give love to yourself as well and develop that relationship with yourself as well, okay? Now we have the Sun in Leo on the 31st, conjuncting Mercury in Leo. It says this is the inferior conjunction where Mercury retrograde conjuncts the Sun. It's a great time for a new project or venture that you can focus on for the next 2 months or so. So get going. So this is really interesting because normally in Mercury retrograde, we don't really want to start anything. But if you have been following us from the past few weekly updates, especially with the the Mercury retrograde update, we really felt the energy of a positive Mercury retrograde. Of course, the little like minuscule things have still been taking place, like the tech issues and little, just little inconveniences that have been happening. But for the most part, I feel like this collective has experienced a very positive retrograde. And if you have been, this is a great time to really tap into this new project that you're thinking about. Again, it's the same energy from the beginning of the week, okay? And also, this doesn't have to be a long-term thing. This can be something like a little passion project that you're working on, short term. It might turn into something bigger than you expected to, or it might not. Be okay with any outcome, but just do it for the pure joy of loving yourself, okay? The moon enters Scorpio. Intensity and passion can take over, and you can focus on getting to the heart of the matter or project and work to solve a problem. So, if this is again relationships or career or anything in your life that needs attention, your energy, um, your energy goes where what your focus goes. Your passion go what is that quote? It's your energy goes where attention, your energy flows where attention goes. So your passion works the same way. Your passion flows where energy goes. So what are you focusing on this week? And also, it's the end of the month, the end of July. I hope you're closing it off in a really positive way on the 31st. Whatever it is that you've been doing to love on yourself, amplify that in this next season as we go into August and into the weekend, okay? So as August rolls in, you guys, we have Venus in Cancer square Saturn in Aries. It says it can be very difficult to get things done. You may lack the discipline required to and feel too limited. Work with what you've got and go easy on yourself now. So even though I've been saying like work on this project, like really express yourself and get out of your comfort zone and do those things that you need to do for yourself, also at the same time, give yourself the grace, okay? Venus in Cancer is such a nurturing energy. And so give that energy to yourself because Saturn in Aries is here to disrupt the discipline, okay? And that's okay. We're in the middle of summer, you guys, if you're on this side of the world. It's okay to enjoy, it's okay to have fun. Remember, inspired action will always bring you to joy, right? And joy is the thing that you need to embody in order to manifest more of it in your life, okay? So Venus in Cancer square Neptune in Aries, compassion can run a little too high. You may end up a doormat as a result. So try to maintain healthy boundaries and take care of yourself. So even though you're giving yourself grace, this is where like we have to find a healthy balance, okay? We can also give other people grace, but we also have to love ourselves enough to respect our own boundaries. If you are somebody who overgives, coming from a recovered people pleaser, right? If you're somebody who overgives, it's time to pour that energy into yourself. Call the energy back this weekend and really use it to nurture your own beingness, your own spirit, your own soul, your ego, your inner child, your higher self. Right? What is it that your higher self is telling you to do at this time to take care of yourself to better your future moving forward? Okay. These transits always happen in order for us to get better and better to um, be able to perform in the next seasons of our life. So when we have these days that kind of slow down or these days of like not so progressive in our eyes or in societal eyes, it's actually an opportunity for us to really re-evaluate our values and our boundaries and how we're loving on ourselves because that's the most important thing, okay? We have the first quarter moon in Scorpio. It says work on a transformation over the next week that will help you adjust to a project or plan. Thanks to the first quarter moon in Scorpio, passionately work on it and make sure it'll stick. So take at least an hour or two as well on the weekend. And this is for my entrepreneurs, you guys. Like if you are somebody who is an active entrepreneur, you know how it is to be easily distracted and lose focus. So even though there's all this energy of lack of discipline, if you can carve out even 20 minutes for yourself this weekend to do those devotional things towards your business or towards this project that you're so passionate about, do that, you know? And it always doesn't have to look so linear or so tangible, right? Sometimes meditation, sometimes breath work, sometimes taking a walk in the park, sometimes just going outside on the street and dancing. Whatever the inspired action is, listen to your spirit and tap into that energy so you can really, again, just embody that joy and attract what you need to into this lifetime to support you in your next season of life, okay? Now on the second, we have the moon in Scorpio trine Jupiter in Cancer. This Jupiter in Cancer energy has been very, very abundant as well. Um, I've been loving it. Of course, I'm a Cancer sun, so it just makes sense. It says pick up one of your big ideas and see if you can come up with some unconventional approaches to it now. We have the waxing gibbous moon as well in Scorpio and Sag. And so on Sunday, you guys, this is a perfect time to talking to my entrepreneurs, okay, to revamp your routine. Look at your life in a very unconventional way because you choose to live your life differently. It's not going to look like everyone else's life. It's not going to look like the structured 9 to 5, wake up at this time every single day, have dinner at this time every single day, like do this routine every single day. You are a creative mind. You're tapping into your feminine energy more so in this life as well. And that energy is very like, I want to say sporadic, but creative is the right word. It's creative when it is grounded. Okay. It's sporadic when it's not. So you can use this energy right now um in like together because the sporadicness is going to help you really look at things from a different perspective, and you can really channel that energy into applying new approaches to how you're living your life and how you can bring more joy. Again, joy is such a prominent theme. How can you bring more joy into your life? Okay, because joy is just what we are here for. Um, and what we are here to experience in this lifetime. And, you know, life isn't easy. There's challenges that come up all the time, whether it's with relationships or work or finances. There's always going to be challenges that present themselves. But in those moments are opportunities for you to really tap into your faith and into your devotion and into prayer. If, you know, if you believe in God or into, you know, talking to the universe, whatever it is that aligns with you, do that. Those devotional practices and understanding the astrology is really gonna help you stay grounded. Like I think that's the one of the biggest things that learning more about astrology has done for me is to keep me so grounded and knowing like it's not just me. Like I can it's not just me being erratic and crazy. It's the energy of the collective. And because we are all connected as one like beingness, right? We are one collective soul. We're just experiencing things from different perspectives. The energy of other people, especially if you're in proximity with them a lot, will affect you, right? And so be the one to take responsibility to understand what is going on around the world and around the astrology and around your environment so that you can stay grounded for the collective um and for the people that you love, you know? And also for the benefit of yourself and your future and how you can really take advantage of all this energy to like help you excel in life. It's so, so good. Okay, so last one we have on the third, moon in Sagittarius trine Saturn in Aries. Focus on your goals and see where you need to make changes for your long-term plans to improve your odds of success. Moon enters Sagittarius, try to be positive about life and see the good things that you have before you. Optimism can open more doors. This is perfect, you guys. On the third, make sure you're taking time to really embody gratitude, reflect on the past week, and you know, consider everything that you've gone through, not only in the week, but in your life that have got you to this point in your career, in your life, in your experience on this earth, right? Um, we all, again, go through so many different things in life, but there's always so much to be grateful for. And I always felt if you are unhappy, it's because, and this is from me and my personal experience, okay? If any time I was unhappy about something, it was because there was a lack of gratitude. Okay, so the moon in Sagittarius is really telling you to look at the bright side of things. Maybe things around you are looking super contrary, but in those contrary evidence is where the magic is happening. We are not that smart. The universe is so much smarter than us, and it works out these intricate details in order for you to really get what you want. So in the contrary is where we really need to tap in and find the most gratitude, because in those moments is when we know that success is just around the corner. So I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm going to start doing these weekly astrology updates every week with the Trading Mastermind. And I want to give a big shout out to Chelsea for always being my moral support and encouraging me to speak more and share more about this information and this knowledge. I want to thank Legacy University for the community that, you know, we never lost, that we constantly grew for the past 4 years. And the few of us who are tapped in there is such a reflection of the knowledge and all of our growth, and it's such a beautiful place to be. And the Goddess Collective Network, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys next week for the astrology update. Hope this was super informative. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram at jessica.rani. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more updates like this.